make a post in the middle of the live stream. Hey, everybody, it's PC and Wolf here. How y'all doing? Welcome to
What's
everybody.
good
It's
with you?
been a while. It's been a while.
It has.
It's been a minute.
I know it's been a hot minute. I ain't gonna lie. I enjoyed that vacation. Sorry, we're human. We have
Where'd you
lives.
go? Did you go anywhere?
To sleep. To eat. Family business and more sleeping and eating and responsibilities. Oh yeah, and videos that won't finish rendering. Taking forever. That I should have been done with a long time ago. They will be done. They will be done for all those who are watching. Who know what's going on. Sorry.
Got contract work watching.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yeah, hey.
Oh wow.
It's not my fault. And the only reason why this is working because it's live. All right, I don't have to do any work. This does not require work. Just saying.
That's the gag.
See.
What's going on?
What's been going on? I heard some things been happening.
Yeah, some cons been happening. HBC con in particular.
I know, man. I'm about to. You know what? Should I spend the money? I might have to spend the money on this thing. I need my sound effects back.
Jamaican air horn.
Yeah, man. We've been doing it. Yeah, when I try to plug it in and I set it all up, it doesn't do it right. It's either I lose my sound and all you can hear is just the sound effects, or you get me and then I lose all my sound effects. So I don't know how to fix that thing, but there is something I can buy, which is another expensive purchase, which I will not. I'm debating. I'm tired of going burr. I really am. When we could actually have sound effects and get this done.
Maybe an actual Jamaican air horn would be cheaper.
Wow. Yeah.
That is true. If anyone would like to donate a Jamaican air horn to everybody gets one. Please,
I mean, I live in Florida. I can probably just walk outside and be like
exactly. Give it to Wolf or email us here. All right, and we'll find a place to put it. Yeah, because we definitely need to get that Jamaican air horn going.
We need an Amazon wish list.
Hey, it's a smooth cosplayer.
What's
up?
What's cosplayer?
Up? I've been watching your back catalog, Smooth. Okay,
yes.
I see you've been doing your thing out here.
Yeah, he has. But yeah, HBCU Con was lit. Overall, very pleased.
Yes.
Looking at how we can make it bigger and better next year. That's the task ahead.
Okay, that's all I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear it next year.
They had the band there. I saw the girls, the girls that be with the flags. And
yeah.
And then what are those majorettes with the boots that do the little dance?
The majorette.
Obviously, if you can't tell, I did not go to an
HBCU. She right.
Neither did I. I didn't go to one. So.
You got.
Oh, we miss you too. We miss you too. Oh yeah, and hopefully we'll link up, Smooth. We gotta link up, especially when I head on down to Atlanta next year. We gonna link up.
Okay.
Yeah.
When are you going to Atlanta next year?
For Dragon Con, I'm going.
Oh, you going next year?
I'm gonna go next year.
Dragon Con. There is a Dragon Con this year.
That's what I said.
In September.
Alex sadly has to do very adult things with his money, so I have to step out this year.
Oh, does it involve the mortgage?
Yeah.
Hurt
my heart.
Nah,
that makes world problems.
Yeah, no Dragon Con for you.
Actually, yeah, that is a first world problem.
That's a first world problem.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a good problem, I guess.
Buy a house and go to Dragon Con at the same time. You're doing better than
bruh.
me.
Right. I wish. Hey, no, put that energy on me. Put that energy on me.
You're gonna buy the house and go to Dragon Con.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I'm
yeah. Keep me out of trouble.
Somewhere.
Keep me out of trouble.
Same year.
Okay.
That's why I need you, Smooth. You got to keep me out of trouble, man. I'm part of a new club. I can't be out here acting a fool.
Use adult supervision.
Yes. I trust him. He seems very responsible. But yeah, everybody. So the reason why I had to call this meeting of the minds,
Oh
all right,
Lord.
because one of my favorite YouTubers, all right, did something very egregious, all right, and I have to address it. All right, he put out a video, all right, called Avengers versus X-Men. And I'm like, all right, maybe he's just going over the whole Avengers versus X-Men story that we've seen before. I actually have the comic in my drawer over there. I should have pulled it out. I forgot all about it. God damn it. But anyway, I thought he was just going to go over it like he always does. The name of the YouTube channel is Variant Comics. It's a really good channel. Everyone, I'm not saying don't subscribe. I'm just saying everything they say ain't right. All right.
Alex has some problems with this particular.
He was causing chaos.
Yes, he was causing chaos, and not the type
he
that
chose
I like.
violence.
Yeah, the wrong type of violence. Do not cause that with me. All right. Says well, Rio was also saying that this video was trash, but I don't know where the trash man is. Where the trash man at? Where you at, Rio?
I know.
But yeah, oh, speak of the devil. Hey yo.
Hey
yo.
Oh,
As soon as I said where the trash man at, he pops up.
Look, don't mind me. I'm looking on Haggard. Hold on. Look, my family came down here and I haven't sat at the desk in so long. Everything was unplugged. My stuff is all over the place.
Bruh, my camera was in a bag somewhere. I had to go find it.
Yeah.
Last minute.
And I'm one of those people who likes to hide cables. I don't like the spaghetti. So I tuck the cables underneath the baseboard and then run them along the wall until they come out to where they need to be plugged in at.
Jesus Christ.
That sounds like you. That sounds like you.
Well, you would hate my desk right now. It is a hot mess of cables and papers. But yeah. So pretty much, so he put out this video. All right. Rio was already trash. He didn't even finish the damn video. He didn't even have to. But I'm gonna play a snippet of it. Basically, he's basically saying that the Avengers can beat the X-Men. All right. And I feel like that's straight disrespect. Hardcore disrespect. Make sure your audio. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we do a test real quick. Just say trash.
Trash.
All right, there we go. Trash. All right, we're good.
There you go.
So I am going to share this screen. What do I want to put this in? I'll put it in theater mode. Theater mode.
I feel like you're projecting because you haven't seen Multiverse of Madness yet. But so you need.
I'm mad that I don't know how I've been doing this, but I've actually been avoiding spoilers. I saw
a really bad, I saw a huge spoiler the other day. I'm glad I saw this shit.
Thank you.
I need to go see it this weekend. I might go see it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm seeing it Saturday.
Yeah, because the memes are starting to go around.
Yeah. I've already seen two things that are technically spoilerish, but one of them I have no idea who that is, so it doesn't even matter. And it doesn't have a name to it. I just scroll past. One of them, obviously, I know who it is. We all know who it was.
Right.
God damn it. But I will be seeing it this Saturday. I forgot what time, but it's gonna be early as shit. I got the early show, so I got the cheap tickets, so I'm good. But let me share the screen, and I skipped past a little bit of it because he's just telling you the origin of the X-Men. I think. Yeah. We don't need to see all that. Y'all, Tia, we'll give you a rundown of the greatness.
I know a little bit, but not
have you watched
enough.
Hold on. First of all, have you watched the original X-Men cartoon series, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
whoa!
No. Oh no. Okay. Well, guess what?
I never cared for it. It was too dark. I was scared.
You were scared? Okay. You know what?
So what do you consider your
time? The issue is when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to watch things. So the stuff I wasn't allowed to watch. Like my granny's Haitian, so no Harry Potter, no magic. I wasn't allowed to watch Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers. So
these Gen Zers,
the Ninja Turtles are That's science.
Magic.
Like
that's science, though.
But that's true. Like if you raised in like a house, especially if they're like real religious, like
my granny,
no Harry Potter, nothing.
I was not allowed to watch Clifford the Big Red Dog because a magic red dog.
How you don't know? Hold on. How you don't know it's just genetics? Dogs
you talk to the 90-year-old Haitian lady. Yeah, I'm not.
Nah, she ain't gonna listen to me. I'm not doing it. She gonna beat my ass. I'm not doing it.
Okay.
I'm
like we talk about survival.
Exactly. I'm scared. I'm scared of my Caribbean elders. I don't talk to them. I just put my head down. I just put my head down. Don't look at them in the eyes.
See, and I was a good kid. I didn't even try to sneak.
Oh nah, I'm the opposite. I was sneaking everything. You name it.
No, because I had to secure my spot as a favorite child, which I did beautifully.
Okay.
Yeah, and disappointing grandma is a different type of like guilt. You know what I'm saying? Like there's disappointing your parents, but then there's disappointing your grandparents. That's like especially not grandma.
I already don't got no kids. I already don't got no kids and no college degree. What?
Right.
Yeah.
That's like she'll forgive you, but you'll never forgive yourself.
Yeah, that's ancestral guilt. Like my ancestors are disappointed in me. That's like hard.
Generational guilt.
Yeah.
You gotta carry Madame Zeroni over the mountain to get it.
Yep.
There's no convincing the elders that magic isn't magic.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
100% true. Ain't no way you convincing them of nothing. Oh, I forgot to do some housekeeping.
The person allowed to do magic is Jesus. Okay.
Exactly. And those are considered miracles. They don't even use that word. Those
it's
are
not
miracles.
magic, it's miracles.
Yeah.
That's right, miracles.
Miracles. Water in the wine. That's magic. I'll be drunk every day.
Miracle.
Make sure to follow us at Everybody Gets One on all platforms.
Yeah. Well, look, speaking of which, water in the wine, that was basically Jesus saying, this is whack. We need to turn this into a party.
Yeah, he meant
that was him pretty much saying turn down for what?
Yeah.
He said like, Earth is ghetto. Let's turn up.
Yeah, he said this water ain't getting the party started.
Yeah, he said
wine.
Wine. Let's get this party started and came. Material girl.
Wow. Okay, let me just share this screen and let y'all get a taste of but Tia, you just gave me an idea. Since you haven't watched the original X-Men series, that's gonna be our new thing on Sunday.
It's on HBO Max, right?
No, Disney Plus. Disney Plus.
Yeah,
okay.
They everything Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
HBO Max, they got one of the DC series.
DC stuff. That's DC
I forgot.
Stuff.
X-Men is not DC. It's not Fox and them anymore. It's okay.
Yeah, because it aired on Fox, 20th century.
Yeah. And now they switched because Disney owns Fox.
Yeah. Well, Disney owns Marvel now, where before Marvel was still independently owned.
Hey, Avers, man.
Which
you
is
lucky ain't no old Caribbeans
living here. Which confuses me because with whole Disney World and Universal Studios, they have Marvel at Universal Studios, but Disney owns it. But Disney's not trying to take it from Universal. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of mess.
It is.
Hey, man,
when you break it down like that, it is confusing.
Hey, Avers, you lucky ain't no old Caribbeans in this chat. They tear you up, calling Jesus an alchemist. They'll mess you up. Full Metal Alchemist. Actually, you couldn't watch. Oh, damn.
Equivalent.
Did you see Full Metal?
No. It's on my list because I was told that Full Metal isn't a mecha. Because I always thought it was. I always thought it was a mecha, so I never watched it. But I think we talked about it one episode.
I think you would like it.
Okay, we got a lot of.
You would like Brotherhood. I can't.
Yeah, Brotherhood.
Yeah, I have Brotherhood on my list because somebody said I could watch Brotherhood without watching.
Yeah. They're two different.
Yes.
So basically, they're two different series. One follows the manga close. One follows the manga. One shoots off from it. To me, both are good. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, ever since Brotherhood came out, they can't watch the other one." That's nuts. The other one was good. It had a good premise to the ending, but I will say the ending of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna admit it here.
I already know.
Almost shed a tear, man.
There's a dad, the blind dad with glasses. I'm assuming he kills everybody.
Nah. No. See, watch it. We watching it.
Yeah,
we got a lot of work to do. Sundays, retro reviews. Okay, we got a whole list. You got some stuff to watch. We gonna get it popping. But I'm gonna share this screen real quick. Okay. Like I said that like 5 times. I'm gonna share this screen. I will actually share it this time. Share.
They do, and they're on Nat Geo. It's crazy.
Yeah, they own everything. So
essentially every mutant has been a member of the X-Men at one point or another, and likewise every hero for the Avengers, which makes breaking down each team's powers and abilities pretty dang hard. So the easiest way to do this is to break down several of each of the team's most powerful members over the years.
Okay, this is where he made his first mistake.
Let's start with the X-Men. First and foremost.
All right, I'm gonna have to cut this up because obviously copyright infringement. So I ain't trying to get hit. Fair use. Here's where he made his first mistake. This man says, all right, everybody's been a part of the Avengers, and everybody's been and every mutant has been a part of the X-Men, right? So if everybody has like swapped sides and done different things, if you're a mutant, because a lot of mutants have become Avengers, but not every quote unquote meta human that's in the Marvel universe has become an X-Man, because you can't. You have to be a mutant to become an X-Man for the most part. So this is where he made his first mistake by saying, okay, instead of just we're gonna go with default teams that most people know and abide by, he says, all right, I'm gonna just pick the strongest over here and the strongest over here. This is where I think he made a mistake, because you're going to find out why he makes that mistake later on in this.
The one everybody is probably thinking of is Jean Grey. She is by far the most famous host for the Phoenix Force, which is one of the most powerful forces in all of Marvel. But even without
that's fine. Picking Jean Grey, obviously. Do you agree with that, Rio?
Not Phoenix Force Jean Grey.
But you agree with Jean Grey?
Yeah, I agree with Jean Grey, but not Phoenix Force Jean Grey, because Phoenix Force Jean Grey was not technically fighting for the X-Men. She was fighting against them.
Yeah, and for herself.
So yeah, that
CC?
Yeah.
You're cool with Jean being on the team, right? We all know Jean.
I mean, yes, it's not really mistakable. Like, I think Rio's right. That's kind of the thing about Jean, is that, yeah, she's super powerful, but she doesn't really have a lot of control or manipulation of her powers. So it's almost like a DEFCON 4, you know what I'm saying, type of a deal, where she's gonna explode and then everybody dies and then she dies, and there's like 3 people left. So
yeah, so Tia,
how useful is that?
So Tia, basically, I don't know if y'all see.
I do know who Jean Grey. I know who the main characters are. I just don't know the depth, the in depth.
Yeah. So you already know about Phoenix Force Jean then.
Yeah.
So Phoenix Force Jean.
That's Sophia Turner.
Yeah.
Sophia Turner.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, all right. Yeah, you go with her. Yeah. She does not count. She does not count because she has the Phoenix Force in her. That is like
she's super OP.
Yeah, that's a space entity or whatever. She's, as a mutant, as a psychic, she's fine to be on the team. So I'll allow this Jean on the team.
The Phoenix Force, she's an Omega level mutant and one of the most powerful telepaths in Marvel. She's also an original member of the X-Men, which doesn't mean anything power-wise, but definitely adds to her importance on the team. Either way, it's Jean Grey. Everyone knows she's one of the most powerful mutants ever. Next up, we have Storm, who is also an Omega level mutant. Every mutant I'm going to name is going to be an Omega level mutant, just so you know, because that's like the pinnacle of power for mutants. Anyway, of course, Storm's power is weather manipulation, which means she can literally destroy the Earth if she wanted to. More specifically, for our purposes, use the weather to destroy her opponents. Then, of course...
Okay, so Storm, we're 100% good on Storm, right?
Oh, yeah.
I know Storm.
If anything, he didn't do her powers justice.
Like, well, he said she can destroy the entire Earth. That is true.
No, she can she legit is like a god, like demigod. Like,
yeah, she's literally pretty much a
Lady Thor.
Let me go through some of these comments. The Avengers are usually part-timers, constantly changing members. X-Men are more stable in stability in members, correct? Comic Jean, yes. Cartoon Jean, no. She faints too much.
You ain't lying, Scoop.
That is true.
Right.
That is all she does. What were you about to say, Ria?
Well, what I was gonna say was gonna kind of end the whole wide point of watching this video. But anyway, I'll explain like the difference between an Omega level mutant.
Yeah. Okay.
Which just even saying that already kind of wins the battle against the Avengers. Exactly. And I'll go into detail about that later, but you know.
Thank you. Okay, all right. Rio. Okay, all right. We on par.
Use the weather to destroy her opponents. Then, of course, we have Magneto. Now, most of you are asking,
I don't agree with this
a bad
choice.
guy on the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants? Yes, but he's been a member of the X-Men on numerous occasions as well. What can I say? He's the master of magnetism. Dude can literally kill you by manipulating the natural magnetic fields that humans give off. Moving on, we have Iceman, who has complete control of the cold and just moisture in general. He can obviously use his ice powers for numerous things, but one of the scariest is that Iceman could rip the moisture from any living being's body, leaving them nothing but a dried up corpse. Then, of course, we have the son of Professor X.
Iceman is also an Omega level mutant. So that was 3 Omega level mutants in a row.
Exactly.
Magneto, Storm, and Iceman. Jean is only Omega level, I think, when she's got the Phoenix Force.
Yeah.
Without the Phoenix Force, she's kind of overshadowed by Professor X, even though she can do telekinesis, which is like move stuff with her mind, and also the telepathy. But her telepathy is not on the level of Professor X.
Not at all. No.
Exactly. See, here's the one thing I'll say. This is why I say I don't agree with Magneto being on the team. He was on the team, don't get me wrong. But remember what you said before. You said, well, actually, who said that? Okay, Avarice said it. The Avengers are usually part-timers, constantly changing members, right? Magneto's been on the team, but I would consider him a part-timer. He's not an X-Man for real. He's a part-timer. The man is a loner.
I think if it came down to it, like if it was like mutants versus everybody.
Oh yeah, he would be on their side. Yeah, he's done that. He's done that before.
Yeah.
And he did that on he actually did that in the comic
way back.
Yeah, you know? he's done that in the comic X-Men versus Avengers. But if we're talking about pure teams, like the good guy, quote unquote, X-Men, and just the good guy Avengers, not the dark Avengers, not no weird stuff. Just base Avengers, base X-Men. You don't need Magneto, and you'd still win. This is what I'm talking about here.
Right.
You're right. They would still win without Magneto. They could still beat the Avengers without Magneto.
Yeah. And now he's bringing in people like Legion here.
Yeah, Legion. He possesses hundreds of mutants' abilities ranging from telekinesis to reality warping, with each of them controlled by a different personality. There's also, Franklin Richards, aka Powerhouse, who's a mutant with the power of universal reality manipulation. This is another person you don't need.
The end.
Molecular and energy manipulation.
Right.
The end. End of story. Like we can end the video right there. That's it.
Exactly.
The Avengers don't even have the same type of powers.
Exactly. Look at this. Emma freaking
thinking about it. There are a ton of other expert members I could mention, like Emma Frost, Rogue, Polaris, Vulcan, and so on. But I'm going to end with mentioning Hope Summers. She, of course, is yet another Omega level mutant and is the adopted daughter of Cable. And she's known as the Mutant Messiah, as she could literally copy the abilities of any mutant and combine them all together within her. Now, I know what some of you are saying. Can't Rogue do that just by touching someone? And yes, but Hope doesn't even have to touch someone to do it and suffers no consequences like Rogue. Again, her power is literally the ability to control, amplify, synchronize, and even mimic the powers of other mutants within her immediate vicinity. So if she's fighting, let's say, Franklin Richards, she will have Franklin Richards' powers. It's insane. But enough talk about the X-Men. I think you now realize that...
Okay, so just by hearing that, you don't even need Magneto, right? And if
you don't even need the Infinity, like they got all the powers of the Infinity Stones.
Pretty much.
Like for real.
Pretty much. Hold on. There's no higher echelon to their powers. Omega mutants are limitless. Yes, you are correct. Omega telepath. Avarice is back again. Magneto only jumps in when all mutants are in jeopardy. Yeah. If it's a mankind, yeah, you're right. Bye, Felicia. he's out of there.
Yeah, he's nah, bye.
Also, where's Darwin? Exactly. Darwin. If they included Darwin in there, Darwin, y'all understand what Darwinism is. Your ability to adapt to things. Darwin's powers is literally, if the Hulk tried to attack him, his body told him to escape. So his body warped him away from the Hulk. But anybody else, right? If they try to attack him, let's say, okay, we know we have iron in our body. We know Magneto has tried to pull the iron out of your body. His body would say, okay, you know what? Magneto's trying to kill me. And it would like get rid of all the iron in his body, but still find some way to keep him alive. Oh, I need to go swimming. He would grow gills on his neck.
He has the ability to adapt to his environment
to anything
immediately.
He's been out in the vacuum
millions
of space.
Of years worth of evolution.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, unless he's black and they cast him in a Fox movie.
Well, yeah.
And then they kill him immediately.
Then you kill him. He just magically died in X-Men First Class. He couldn't adapt to.
We're not going to talk about Fox or any of its renditions
exactly.
of X-Men. We're just happy to have them back. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Right.
Travis says Rogue doesn't have to touch anymore. So okay, look, we could even bring Rogue back. Rogue doesn't even have to touch anybody.
Damn, I didn't even know that. I had no idea about that.
The only way the Avengers will win is if we do an MCU Avengers, and Fox X-Men.
The fight between Rogue and Captain Marvel alone is like indicative of the fact that like, the X-Men will beat your ass. Like
Rogue put Captain Marvel in a coma. She put her in a coma for years.
Shout out Tranquil.
He adapted to the Hulk, by literally teleporting away. Yep, you're right. You're right. All right. Okay. Just for the sake of this, let's see what he has to say about the Avengers.
They have crazy, earth-shattering, universal warping members. So let's move on to Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the Avengers.
And you're going to see him make a big mistake with this. He's going to make a big mistake.
First and foremost, the Avengers have the Hulk. When you think of power in the Avengers, 9 times out of 10, the first character someone's going to bring up is the Jade Giant, the Hulk. And that's simply because he's their powerhouse hitter who lands the strongest punches. The greatest feat of his strength was shown during the World War Hulk event, where he turned into World Breaker Hulk. Case in point, in this other form, if you will, just the summoning of his power destroyed half of the east side of Las Vegas. He also has one of the best healing factors in all of comics and cannot be killed. I mean, Immortal Hulk, anybody? It's in the comics title. The next logical power...
Right. We all agree, of course, it's the Hulk. He's a staple. He's like Avenger. He has his own signature when it comes to Avengers. So we're not going to say nothing about the Hulk. And yes, World Breaker Hulk is freaking amazing. I actually have that comic as well. World War Hulk. That shit was amazing. He punished everybody.
Yeah. But the only X-Men that was in the World War Hulk comic was Professor X.
That is true.
Now the combined forces of Storm, Iceman, and Magneto wouldn't be able to stop Hulk, but they would slow him down considerably.
Yes, they would. They would.
Yeah.
Even the Hulk.
They trap him in ice. Hit him with lightning, trap him in ice, surround him with some kind of metal for a time period.
Exhausted, right?
That would just piss him off. You don't want to get the Hulk like this. This is the trick with the Hulk. Even if you slow him down, like come on, think about it. You've been running before, you've been tired, and you're angry at you've been angry. It's an adrenaline rush. So him getting tired, they could easily write it as okay. Now he's stressed out again. So you're pissing him off more.
You're right. I just seen him instances where he's been like blown. He's taken a blow so hard that it made him turn back into his normal self.
Right. Age of Ultron in the movies when he was fighting Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous, but whatever. They had to do that for the sake of movie.
Yeah, it's a movie, Because if they let the Hulk be World Breaker Hulk, everyone dies.
Yeah.
Like everyone dies.
There would have never been an end game.
Yeah, there would be no he would be end game. The movie would end with the Hulk will return.
Right.
Iron Man wouldn't have had to put the glove on.
Yep, that's true.
You're right.
There would have been no glove.
Glove don't fit you.
MCU Captain Marvel is OP. Yeah. A comic book? Nah. I don't know about that one. Right, Travis. They made her far bigger deal than she ever was in the comics. They're trying to bring her to the forefront. He can be exhausted, but it takes a fuck ton to do it. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Between Storm, Iceman, and all them, you know what I'm saying? Like they could burn them out.
Yeah. In the comic, in World War Hulk, I think it was Hyperion. Hyperion knocked him back into Bruce Banner because
no, it was
What was the other one?
It was
Sentry. I forgot. They have two Supermans over there.
Yeah.
Sentry basically knocked him back into Banner pretty much, but he also got knocked back into his.
Yeah, Sentry's the better one. Robert Reynolds is Sentry's alter ego.
Gotcha.
Okay, yeah. Like he's like so dumb powerful, not as powerful as Franklin Richards. They're gonna talk about him actually in this video, but he's so powerful that they have to like write him out of the comics because otherwise,
he's not allowed to be there.
Yeah, he can just come in and like handle whatever the problem is, like on Superman level.
Mm-hmm.
Probably worse. Like if the Infinity Gauntlet series was to ever happen again, like in the comics, and Sentry comes, he will just pluck Thanos and murder him. Like delete him, and it will be over. See, we haven't done this in a while. I'm out here, I'm wilding, boy. I already said no.
Yeah, but for example, when he was first introduced into the comics, when Sentry was first introduced into the comics, the first thing he did was rip Carnage in half. And then flew his body into space and chucked it. So it was like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, he's too much.
We
get Havoc to fight Hulk. He's 2-0 versus Hulk. Okay, I actually didn't know that. That's something I didn't know. Yeah, they took away Franklin Richards' powers.
Ooh, I didn't. Damn, I didn't know that either. Well, now that's wild.
Who do you think will win between the Juggernaut and the Hulk?
Oh, Hulk. Yeah, Hulk easily.
Yeah, because Juggernaut's powers is magic.
Yeah,
he's a movable object.
His power is momentum. Like,
and Juggernaut does get tired.
He
does get tired. He got knocked out by Onslaught, which was a figment of imagination between Professor X and Magneto.
Yeah, a melding of their minds.
So
they took away Franklin Richards' powers. That's stupid.
He'll get him back though.
But you know what? It's a good thing that they did that because you know what? He's God.
Yeah, exactly.
Franklin Richards is God with a little G.
Yep. He is.
He creates galaxies. He could create galaxies in his hand.
Yep.
Like he could create us. We don't know if we're in Franklin Richards' universe right now.
Oh my God, we're made in Franklin Richards' image.
Oh no, I hope not.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, white boy.
Our house dimension
we go with Thor. We got Thor, obviously.
Is of course the god of thunder, Thor. First and foremost, he's a god. So I mean, that tells us a lot right there. And being the god of thunder, he's incredibly strong, durable, fast, and an all-around powerhouse. Then throw in the fact that he wields the mighty Mjolnir, which is one of the most powerful weapons in all of Marvel, and you have one of the most badass, toughest characters in all of comic books. In Donny Cates' Thor run, we see in issue 6, Thor defeat Galactus and strip him of the power cosmic and absorb it into himself. Do I really need to say more? No, I don't, but I will because right after that, in the same issue, he also defeated the Black Winter single-handedly, one of the most powerful forces in all of Marvel. I don't know if the Black Winter literally eats universes, but it's known as the Devourer of Universes. Galactus was the herald to the Black Winter. Wrap your brain around that. Then think how Thor defeated both of them by himself. Moving along, you also have Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel. She's a cosmic powerhouse, and in more recent years, Marvel has dubbed her as one of the most powerful characters in all of the universe. She, of course, possesses enhanced strength, stamina, agility, and durability. Almost any power you could think of, Captain Marvel has. We're talking about super speed, super agility, super stamina, flight, invulnerability, energy absorption, energy projection, energy manipulation, energy constructs, regeneration, enhanced healing, danger sense, hypercosmic awareness, absolute force manipulation, faster than light, wormhole connection. Love her or hate her, she's a powerhouse for the Avengers. Essentially, when the writer was creating this character for Marvel, they asked Marvel, what power should this character have? And Marvel said, yes. Then, of course, we have the Sorcerer Supreme himself, Doctor Strange. I mean, do I really have to elaborate, though? It's the Sorcerer Supreme. The dude is the master of the mystic arts, which allows him to do almost anything. Strange is essentially the most powerful human to ever exist in the Marvel Universe. He's even been shown to beat cosmic entities like the In-Betweener and Adam Warlock, which is just insane. Then, of course, we have...
Okay. Before we even get to
I feel like
Sentry,
it would be Strange versus Professor X. Thor versus Storm.
Strange would lose.
Agreed. I'm just talking in terms of like
of the matchups.
Whose powers, And then who was the last person they just mentioned?
They had Thor. Captain Marvel.
Oh, Captain Marvel versus Jean Grey. Captain Marvel is like a more control, like she has better control over her powers, but she has powers like in the same level of like Phoenix, Jean Grey to me. You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Now I would put Thor, Captain Marvel, and the Hulk on Omega level, mutant level.
Yeah.
I'll give them
close.
Yeah, I'll give them that. I'll give them that. Just to, you know, kind of.
Captain Marvel, I would probably say because she has like the power cosmic in her, which is crazy. So maybe closer. Hulk. Well, no, Hulk got okay. All right, yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah,
okay, Hulk, Thor,
and then Thor.
Right.
Yeah.
Hulk,
see,
Thor,
the thing is he was when he was talking about the problem with Strange is OG Doctor Strange is more powerful than current Doctor Strange.
Right. That's true.
Like, yeah, but like when he was first created, Doctor Strange was like,
yeah, he was OP,
super OP.
Yeah, he was.
And then they had to throttle him back over the years and like take things away from him.
Yeah,
because he could just solve whatever problem you had.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and he can manipulate time, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So he's got more of the Professor X powers than
right.
Yeah. He could fight Professor X from the astral plane and all that type of weirdness. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They did a lot of dumb stuff on here. What did he say? Strange, currently dead in the comics.
Yeah. Clea is the new Sorcerer Supreme.
Oh, okay. All right.
Man,
don't say. Hey, don't say nothing about Multiverse Madness in the comic. I mean, in the comments, man. Do not do that to me right now.
Alex ain't seen it.
I will see it on Saturday. All right, I will see. I promise, and then we'll talk about it. I don't know whenever y'all available, Saturday or Sunday or Monday, whichever 3 days y'all can do it, where I can get the most of y'all on. We'll plan it for that.
Monday if we can't do Sunday.
If we can do Monday, we'll do Monday.
Okay.
But, yeah, don't spoil it, yeah. I'm watching the comments, man. I'm doing too much right now. All right, Sentry, he should not be on the team. This is bullshit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sentry, which is kind of sort of a more.
Let me just say this. This is his first mistake. This man right here is also God with a little G. He's Superman and God with a little G. You can't put him on a team.
Complicated, darker version of Superman for the Marvel Universe. Sentry is said to have the power of 1 million exploding suns. Wrap your brain around that. Dude has Hulk-level strength as well as psionic abilities. The ability to manipulate light and even regenerate himself from molecules, which makes him pretty much unkillable. The kicker is, Sentry has an evil alter ego that's even more powerful than his normal self. But now I'm going to start running through these a little faster because there's a lot. You have Hyperion, who's yet another Superman-like character from Marvel, who is one of the strongest beings.
Another mistake. What the fuck?
Yeah, Hyperion. What?
Who the fuck knows this guy?
Like, how far are we? How far are we teetering into the Avengers?
Exactly.
Right.
He's digging up graves that's 12 feet deep. Like,
yes.
What are you doing?
Where's Captain America and Iron Man? He ain't even mentioned them yet. Look at this dude's drip. His drip is ridiculous.
He has none.
It is pretty. His drip is eternal. His drip is eternal. That drip was made to last millennia. Okay.
The guy even stopped a hurtling planet all by himself and even held apart 2 universes for a brief period of time. We actually did a full episode on him, which you could check out right here because he's a highly underrated badass character. Speaking of another highly underrated, extremely powerful character, we have Blue Marvel. We definitely need to give this guy his own origin.
Now, I like Blue Marvel, but you can't do this either. You're digging up bullshit. You can't. 3 Supermen?
Yeah.
How do you get 3 Supermen?
This dude's tripping.
Ridiculous.
Blue Marvel is a part of the Ultimates.
But right now, just know.
What'd you say?
I said Blue Marvel is a part of the Ultimates. Blue Marvel's story is cool as shit. Like if you read it, his origin story is awesome.
Now, how do you distinguish the Ultimate from the Avengers?
The Ultimates are like they handle bigger threats than the Avengers. Their threats are like Cosmic Galactus level. Is coming to eat the Earth.
So how are they different from the Eternals, or is it like the same thing?
The Eternals are an accidental team.
Yeah,
they're not on purpose.
Yeah,
they're not meant to be a team. Hey, it's Jedi Mike. What's up, brother? Hey, what's going on, brother? Yeah, we talking about this Avengers versus X-Men thing that Variant Comics put out. This is we're explaining this trash. I'm about to start it right back up. Here we go. They're digging
Avengers
through
powerhouse
the
members.
grave right now.
He's easily on the level of Hulk and Thor. We've also seen he's able to move asteroids the size of states, and even once punched Sentry into space, which is nuts. Now, clearly there's a lot more characters I could mention like Vision, Nova, Quasar, Namor, but you know I've saved the best for last, and that's the one and only Scarlet Witch.
Okay, and here's your biggest mistake. You're brought on a mutant. You cannot steal a mutant. First of all, a brotherhood of evil mutants.
She was more of an Avenger than a.
Hold on, but she was.
Yeah,
I'm not
right
denying
on
that. I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. But she is a mutant.
I mean, aren't all the superheroes technically mutants?
Nope. No, they don't classify them as that. There's
metahumans. Okay, you're right. Some of them are aliens. Some of them are aliens.
Captain Marvel is not a mutant.
Right.
Sentry is not a mutant. Hyperion is not a mutant. Actually, the Hulk is not a mutant. Spider-Man is not a mutant. Well, they tried to classify him as a mutant
Hulk
recently.
Not a mutant. He literally is a.
He mutated. I know. Exactly. He mutated, but he's not classified as a mutant.
Well, yeah, because they classify mutants as you're born.
Oh, like a genetic mutation.
Exactly. Like and then they have like the scientific transformations. That's why the Fantastic Four aren't considered mutants, because theirs was cosmic. Even though if they just all of a sudden showed up and started doing the shit that they were doing, people be like, "Oh shit, they're mutants." Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that dude just caught on fire. He's a mutant.
Right.
You know,
they're mutant passing. That's
because they're mutants with the exact same power
passing
as the Fantastic Four, but the Fantastic Four are okay. It's fucking picking and choosing like they do in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that guy.
If you're ambiguous, or if like, you know, super like brown skin ambiguous, and they're like, are you Southeast Asian? Are you mixed? Like, what?
Right. yeah. You know, they picking and choosing like, oh, okay, well, he's doing the same shit that other guy's doing, but it's okay that he's doing it because I like him.
Right.
Travis says
unambiguous mutant. Like, we know you're a mutant.
Travis says Scarlet Witch was experimented on by the High Evolutionary, but she doesn't have the mutant gene. So so she's had an origin.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, she's had an origin update, I guess.
Yeah, I've actually got that comic, but I think they retconned that shit like twice. Like, she was Magneto's kid.
Yeah, she's not Magneto's kid anymore.
And then they did what he's talking about, and then I think they might have switched it. I don't know what they did. I haven't read it far enough.
Namor is a mutant, and he's more recent, specifically during Avengers. Yeah, okay. Metahumans is DC. I think they got the. See, okay, I use the term metahumans because it's just easy to say.
But see, so then it's Deadpool. Deadpool's not a mutant then.
No, right?
No, he's not.
Right.
No,
no. He wasn't. He was a human. Yeah, he was dying of cancer, and then they experimented on him.
Yeah.
So yeah, what the this is bullcrap. So and like, okay, you put Hyperion on there, not a mutant. Well, no. Well, okay.
Well, he's an Avenger. They've got him on the Avengers team.
Deadpool is a mutant. Okay, you're saying Deadpool is a mutant. From what I've, at least from his origin, it doesn't seem like he's a mutant, because aren't your mutant powers supposed to manifest around your teenage years?
Yeah. Unless there's a retcon, as far as I understand, Deadpool's not a mutant. He's been trying to join the X-Men for forever, and they like won't accept him.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. See, this doesn't make any sense. Okay, so back to the point I was trying to make.
Blood. He's a Muggle mutant.
Okay, all right. Right. I got you, Jedi. I got you, Jedi. Hold on. I gotta this link is only for Jedi Mike. Do not click the link. It's only for Jedi Mike. Please don't click the link.
You send it to his Instagram.
Right.
I know, right?
That's actually true.
Why do you have to send it into the public?
Where are you sending him?
Shit. Oh, can I log in to Instagram from here? I feel like an old man. Log into my
Use
Instagram.
your phone.
Yeah,
can I do this?
What you doing?
I'm in.
I gotta log on the Instagram.
Oh,
Who logs on Instagram from their computer?
Hey. Some of us do, like me.
No. Twitter and Facebook, yes. Twitter and Facebook are much better from a laptop or.
They are.
Instagram, no. Instagram is like, no,
Instagram, that don't even sound right trying to do it on the computer.
Hey, I'm doing it right now. Paste, enter. I said
Control C, Control V.
Hey, I did it. I did it. Hold on. They said his X gene was dormant. Okay. Right.
Oh, dormant.
Well, okay, all right.
Okay, so that's what happened. Like the experimentation.
Hyperion was on the Avengers for maybe a cup of coffee. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, a level exactly against New York City.
In sync.
In sync.
Yeah, look, he ain't mentioned the OGs, Iron Man, Cap.
Didn't mention them.
Ant-Man, Wasp.
Well, Iron Man doesn't really have superpowers.
But it don't matter. He's an Avenger. He's an Avenger.
Yeah, they're the OG Avengers.
He said this is X-Men versus Avengers, and then he tried to cherry pick and say, well, everybody's been on the Avengers.
But not all of the main Avengers, only
pick.
The ones you don't really know about.
Exactly. So he said, so basically what he said was, I'm going to do X-Men versus Avengers, right?
Well, that's what he said. He was taking the most powerful members of
but see, that doesn't work because when you're talking to the general public, right? This is why I say he messed up. When you're talking about the general public, there are a set of Avengers teams that we know, right? Even to some hardcore fans, there's a set of teams that we all know and love, right? Mm-hmm. You can't just be like, all right, you know what I'm about to cherry pick? Sentry.
You can't do that because somebody like me who don't know about the comics, I'm like, Harpo, who that black man?
Who you talking to? I'm
like, that's the link you was sending.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Jedi? I'm Mike. What's going on, brother?
How you guys doing?
Doing good.
How you?
Doing good. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm about to get ready to do a stream later tonight. I'm talking about Doctor Strange.
I can't watch it. I gotta wait till Saturday.
Yeah, you need to hurry up.
Got you. Okay, got you.
I'll just stop in early and just say, hey,
everybody doing a review with us right now.
Yeah, no, I was going over the Moon Knight finale and Doctor Strange and stuff. Yeah. I'm not arguing with you because I had issues with the finale, but yeah, no. But no, to the classification where you're talking about with the whole thing with mutants and stuff, a lot of things, especially with Deadpool, a lot of things is dormant and much as like the thing called the mutant X gene that a lot of people are born with because they're not like a team of people, they're a race, right? Mm-hmm. So for example, with Deadpool, one thing that mutants, when they get their powers activated, either get it through puberty or they had it through birth or they had it through a time of trauma in their life. And for Wade Wilson, he was going through cancer. Right. So when he was going through cancer during that time, and then he was in the military and they were trying to create the super soldier type thing when they were trying to replicate the same thing with Captain America, that activated the mutant X gene in him. But with that caused his skin to look, messed up and deteriorated.
Right,
but it gave him basically one immortality, invulnerability, and a healing factor that's even more stronger than Wolverine. Like you can cut Deadpool's head off and he'd still be straight, So that's basically what it is. Now, in terms of other characters in the Marvel universe, like you get more complicated, like the Inhumans, which they have done a very, very poor job in the comics explaining them because they're also a race of people that have been genetically engineered by the Kree, and that's where you get characters like Black Bolt and all this stuff. And there's like a royal family that lives on the moon. It gets all complicated, right? So that's what I felt like a lot of people. I don't blame you for not being like confused about it because Marvel doesn't do a really good job of it, explaining
who's who.
Yeah.
Right. Well, even with the Deadpool thing, like you're saying, that's another case of rewriting and picking and choosing, because when Deadpool was first introduced, that was not established. Right. They decided to change that later on down the line to, like, I guess, upscale Deadpool's coolness. Yeah, and make him a mutant and make that like legit, because really the reason that he's got a healing factor is because he was experimented on during the Weapon X program after Wolverine, and he got some of Wolverine's DNA, which is why he has the healing factor of Wolverine. So I feel like that's whack that they made him a mutant. That was a sellout move. That was a rapper who
that was like fanfare or something.
Yeah, that was a rapper who saying they don't singing on a track. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's corny. Like I can't get jiggy with that.
But Scarlet Witch though, Scarlet Witch is very more confusing because they don't really know what to do with her character in the comics because they kind of like
they keep swapping her out. Like, okay, she was Magneto's daughter. Now she's not Magneto's daughter.
Yeah,
in the chat, experimenting on by the high evolutionary. I'm like, what? Who is she?
Yeah,
What
right.
is she?
Right.
They just know she crazy. That's all they know. This bitch is bad
Exactly.
shit crazy.
You watch the movie like
That's
I
it.
want.
Like, we don't know.
I want you to know after you see the movie, call me whatever. Because I mean,
I will.
watch the discussion because like this film is very divisive, especially with.
I'm starting to hear that. I'm starting to hear that too. People are like, oh, I don't know. Oh,
the things like they do in this film, and it's no spoiler. And I'm very good with non-spoilers and stuff, but it's just like it's not like I have my speculation become my expectation for when watching a movie. But this film was very, very overhyped. Especially when they're saying, "Go watch WandaVision, go watch Loki, go watch What If."
Yeah.
And as someone who's like who knows their lore, I'm watching this. I'm like, you really have to watch all that,
That's
like,
what
really.
I heard. Folks were saying you gotta watch What If and all the other ones to understand Doctor Strange, and I'm like, that seems odd.
So you don't have to.
I didn't see how.
Watch
What
one
If
episode of
connect
watch
to
the
it.
first episode of What If.
No, you gotta watch more. You gotta watch more than the first episode.
Yeah,
all right, y'all talking too much, man. Because y'all know, I know.
You gotta watch more than the first episode.
Y'all
because
explaining the movie to me.
No, I'm not gonna spoil anything. There are.
Oh no, go ahead.
There are visual similarities between.
But it's not a requirement. But there's similarities.
Yes, it's not a requirement. Right. But yeah, you'll see like, oh, I've seen that before.
Yeah, it's Easter eggs. Yeah,
different things like that.
Okay. Because I haven't. I'm so bad with the Disney Plus shows. I haven't seen WandaVision. Haven't seen What If.
I feel like the writers didn't
haven't seen Loki.
Now, WandaVision is definitely important for the movie. Like, WandaVision is one of those ones you should probably see before the movie because they make verbal reference to
a lot of references.
I feel like that Loki and then What If. Like, if you was gonna watch any of them, but then I feel like they could have done more to incorporate it.
Yeah.
I also feel like, to your point with the writing, it felt like I was watching less of a Marvel movie and more of a Disney movie.
Well, you saw the movie?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like in order of the viewing experience, it was a Sam Raimi movie first.
So wait, who has
then it was a Marvel movie.
I'm gonna put me, and I'm gonna put Tia at the bottom because we ain't see it. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all.
Okay, so
I'm gonna let y'all.
Yeah,
it was. I didn't know you haven't seen it, T.
Yeah, it was a Sam Raimi movie. Then it was a Marvel movie, or no? Then it was a Marvel movie. Then it was a Doctor Strange movie. Loosely, definitely a Sam Raimi movie first, though. That's number one. Yeah, and I enjoyed it.
I haven't seen Spider-Man either.
Yeah, that's true. Good comment.
I'll just say this: after this film, I'm like, I don't trust Marvel when they're telling me, "Hey, watch this, be hyped for this. It's gonna be bigger than Endgame, bigger than No Way Home." Bullshit.
Oh damn, man!
You leave Black Panther alone.
That's now he makes a good point. They did say that. They did say that there was going to be bigger, and there wasn't. There wasn't.
Because y'all know how I feel. Y'all know how I feel about Infinity War and Endgame.
They shouldn't even make that proclamation. They should have known better than to make that proclamation.
Y'all know how I feel about it.
Yes.
With my little hand.
Agree.
With my little hand. Y'all know how I feel about it.
Take my strong hand.
My strong hand.
Yeah, no,
don't go in there expecting a whole lot, Alex. You got to.
I'll say this, as an audience reaction, there's like only 2 scenes at the crowd go, oh my god, and that's it, and that's it. Like this film, I will go watch this film for like 2 scenes, and then I can speed through some of the rest. Like No Way Home, I'll watch that, tears, all that stuff. This film, I just watched like 2 scenes. That's
no. I don't. No. Hold on. I don't agree with that. Because it. All right,
y'all gonna make me wait for Disney Plus.
You see?
Well, actually, it's at this point. No, seriously though.
Listen, the only movie theater I go to here is at Disney World, where the tickets is $25, and they bring food and alcohol to your seats, and you get a complimentary blanket.
Well, that'll help make the experience.
Oh, that's nice.
I know I'm being.
Yeah, the only movie theater I go to is at Disney World.
Now I know I might be a little bit harsh on it, but like,
Yes,
it's like,
the same energy as the
Yes.
first Doctor Strange.
no, he's right. He's right.
He's
The
right.
first Doctor Strange was mid.
Yeah, I
That
was.
was a
Yeah. So you going that? Yeah, you got to go in there with that. Yeah.
Damn.
But here's the reason why, and that's why I don't agree.
I'm waiting for Disney Plus.
Here's the reason why. It's a very like the first Doctor Strange showed this type of magic. This Doctor Strange shows a completely different type of magic.
Yes.
And I give him points for being creative with magic. They give them props to. They did a good
very
job
creative.
with that.
There's a scene. I don't even have to tell you anything about it. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
It's creative.
It's so weird. The way they're using the magic, I was like, what is even going on here?
Bruh, Average just said, watch it like
I just need to know if it's worth paying $25 just for the ticket.
I will never watch the first Doctor Strange again.
Thank you.
No, watch it at home. Or go get. It's worth.
She get a blanket with her.
It's worth $15.
And that's the matinee price.
Oh, my matinee price was $10.
Yes, it's worth $15.
Yeah, I know you go to Cinemark. Yeah, go to Cinemark and get the early bird special $8.
You get a complimentary blanket, and then
where'd you go? Cinemark? Where'd you go?
Turn into the
Fairfax Corner right here.
Look at what Travis said. Drinks to your seat. They'll bring you champagne. It's a whole. And there's never any children there.
Yeah, it's like iPick. It's like
iPick,
in Montgomery County. Yeah,
it's extremely bougie.
Yeah, I've been there before. I went there for
they bring you hot towels to wash your hands.
Yeah. I got beer.
No, but I appreciate Cinemark is good for convenience though. They got good seats and stuff. I commend them. Yeah.
I say energy.
The iPick. I've been to the iPick in DC. That was.
Look.
I went there to see Morbius.
Oh God!
I'm sorry.
I didn't pay for it.
I know, right? Oh, you didn't pay for it? Okay, all right.
Oh, and I'll say this too, and this might be a jab at Marvel, but I think they should pay Sony more for making more multiversal stories because they do a better job than they do.
Marvel's the creative force behind the Spider-Man Sony movies.
Well, apparently this show they don't know anything to do with the multiverse. They don't know what they're doing.
It's just different writers. That's all it is.
Well, they should have got the same writers then because bullshit. I don't want to come in here watching.
You can't say that either because the guy who wrote Doctor Strange is the same guy who wrote Loki.
Oh shit!
And he did a good job with Loki.
He did a good job with Loki.
Who wrote Multiverse of Madness? Did Loki?
Yeah, the same guy who reversed Multiverse of Madness wrote Loki.
I
Spider-Man,
I love Loki.
I'm trying to remember who wrote that. I can't remember who it was.
James Watts.
What's up, Snuggles? I just now see you in the chat.
Why don't you people talk about DC, or are you all just haters?
Well, I mean,
I am.
If they can replace Ezra Miller, but
I'm not a DC fan.
I'm not okay. Out of DC Comics,
John Stewart, Green Lantern.
We need John.
Milestone Comics.
I fucks with Wonder Woman. The both of them, Diana and Nubia.
Y'all already know who I mess with in DC Comics. It's Batman and Green Lantern. That's it. I don't mess with nobody else. Superman, trash.
Not even Static.
Oh well, okay. Static gets a pass.
Everybody black, obviously.
Yeah. If you black in DC Comics, you get a pass.
Obviously.
Hold on. Except for one person. Mr. Terrific. You don't get a pass, Mr. Terrific. You have a T painted on your face, sir. I do not like this. This is weird. It's just weird. And he has T-balls. His T spheres.
But he's like one of the most intellectuals of the DC universe.
Can he be an intellectual without a T on his face?
But it takes off in terms of hologram. Have you seen Justice?
Oh my God. I don't like the T on his. Here's the thing with me. Like, I like aesthetics as well.
I agree. Yeah, I understand.
Do not paint a T.
The movies are terrible.
If I'm the greatest intellectual in DC Comics, I am not painting a T on my face.
Well, I will say this though. I think Warner Brothers is heading to a new direction after they've been acquired by I think
Discovery.
Yeah, the director.
What?
Yes, but no, I think the CEO of Discovery, or now he acquired Warner Brothers. I think he's moving the thing. He even said in his release that that they're prioritizing making a more efficient DC universe in terms of films and media. And one thing they did was they canceled those BS projects they were announcing. They canceled Wonder Twins. That came out of nowhere. They were making
Wonder Twins. Even doing? Oh,
exactly.
Yeah,
they're starting to cancel all their CW shows. They canceled Batwoman. They canceled Legends Tomorrow. and stuff. So Flash.
First of all, I used to love what was the show?
Arrow?
The Green Arrow. That was
Green Arrow.
It was so good.
It was good.
But then it got out Hulu, and I was like, well, I guess I can't watch it no more.
No, the Felicity and all that stuff. But yeah.
That one was good. The Flash and whatever the other one was. Fire.
What?
Which one?
There was the Green Arrow,
Black
Flash,
Lightning? Black Lightning?
Haven't seen Black Lightning. I know. I'm terrible.
Okay, well, let me finish up this video real quick. Bring you up. 1 second. All right, let's finish this video real quick. I want y'all to give y'all opinions on this. All right. So,
Shout out to Travis for coming through with all the intellect. We were in boot camp together.
Oh, hey, Travis. Now you're a friend of the show.
Put it simply, she has hex powers, but said powers give her the ability to manipulate reality on a cosmic scale. We just saw recently in the trial of Magneto that she could bring people back from the dead, essentially undoing her infamous House of M event, which got rid of around 95% of all mutants just by uttering the words, "No more mutants." She's a reality warping type character, which are always the most dangerous. But now, with that very brief rundown of the X-Men and Avengers' most powerful characters, let's see what team would come out on top. Now, this was an incredibly hard decision given that both Avengers and the X-Men have had an extensive number of members over the years. And both teams have had incredible powerhouse characters. But in the end, this one goes to the Avengers. Now, before all the X-Men fans start yelling, bull crap, no way, never gonna happen, I will say the X-Men would stop the Avengers 9 times out of 10. Let me explain. Now, originally I agreed with the sentiment that the X-Men would be the ones to come out on top. I mean, the X-Men have character powerhouses like Franklin Richards, Hope Summers, Jean Grey, Storm, Magneto, and on and on. But the Avengers have one character that is the answer to all of those characters.
I had myself on mute.
Like, okay, Franklin Richards, then he's over. It's over.
How can you say in the same sentence, oh yeah, I got to give this one to the Avengers, but 9 times out of 10, the X-Men would win.
Right.
How can you contradict yourself like that? That literally makes absolutely no sense. But I'll let him continue on with what he has to say, really.
And just mutants in general. And that, of course, is the Scarlet Witch. As I just said a second ago, have character powerhouses like Franklin Richards, Hope Summers, Jean Grey, Storm, Magneto, and on and on. But the Avengers have one character that is the answer to all of those characters, and just mutants in general. And that, of course, is the Scarlet Witch. As I just said a second ago, and I'm sure many of you already know, during the House of M storyline, the Scarlet Witch literally got rid of around 95% of all mutants just by uttering the 3 words, "No more mutants." And it was an event that was never 100% undone. In fact, in the recent Trial of Magneto miniseries, Wanda didn't undo what she did in the House of M, but she tried to make up for it. She used her powers to gather all the pieces of the lost mutants and put them in a resurrection queue dubbed the Waiting Room, so they can eventually be brought back to life via the resurrection process in Krakoa. In doing so, she created a way so mutants will never have to die again, at least not permanently. What I'm saying is, alone, she could clearly wish away mutants as she has before, almost making them go completely extinct. And she just so happens to be an Avenger, meaning the win goes to the Avengers. Wanda is just a very interesting character.
Wrong.
Yeah, it is bullshit.
Wrong.
She just so happens.
Has Wanda ever created a mini universe? Just
no.
And can anybody answer me that one?
No,
she ever done that? Because I know the answer. No, she hasn't. Also, he's dead wrong about her being the reason that mutants can be immortal now. That's actually Mr. Sinister's doing, because he's got the DNA of every mutant that's ever existed. So get the fuck out of here with that, with your lying ass.
Wait, on a side note, wait.
What is this dude talking about?
Sinister. Yeah,
Give me his show. I need to take over his show.
He made it easy.
Give
for
me
me
his
to take
show,
over his show.
because clearly he doesn't know what the hell he's
talking about. It was super biased.
About.
I can tell he was hella biased.
Yeah, he
talked about
was.
the X-Men for maybe 4 minutes, like 4 seconds.
And then just went ham with Superman on the Avengers side.
And never mentioned Captain America or Iron Man. The leaders.
Never mentioned them, not once.
Oh, thank you for having me backstage.
The thing about it is saying, like Wanda is not really a loyal character to the Avengers. Like she's over time. Like if you watch Avengers Disassemble, both the Avengers and the X-Men decided, hey, should we kill this woman? Like that was the whole storyline. That was the whole storyline. Like so,
she
just
always wound up being a liability.
She just so happened to be an Avenger is the biggest cop out and made me drop my drink. yeah, it's trash. Using Avengers that have appeared in the Avengers but not being consistent members. See, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
His logic to this video made no sense. First, he said, "Okay, I'm going to choose the strongest." He said, "Okay, we got the X-Men, we got the Avengers. Everyone has been on the Avengers, right? So now I already see your bias right here because it's true. The Avengers has had a rotating cycle, but they have also had a consistent team that most people know. They are consistent teams. There's been, several here and there where you have some wiggle room, but there have been consistent teams.
Even people who have never seen or read the comics can name at least one or two Avengers.
Exactly.
Right.
And so for him to do this and then say, okay, well, I'm going to pick the most powerful X-Men, which he didn't do. He picked powerful mutants because he put Magneto on the team. Magneto is like a revolving door of an X-Man. Like you can't use him. He's still more
consistent than Wanda, though.
Yeah, he is more consistent than Wanda. You are correct.
That is true.
That is true.
That is absolutely true.
But putting him on the team is like a revolving door. Putting Franklin Richards on the team, mind you, we could debate mutant, metahuman, blah blah blah. But again,
he's a mutant. He's a mutant.
You're digging. He was just digging to give us somebody powerful on the X-Men side, right? So then he could come around and bring Superman, who are dug 12 feet deep from under a grave.
Wait, there's the Hulk.
Yeah. He brought up three niggas with capes. Come on, man.
He's like, oh, we have Storm. She's cute. She controls the weather. But Thor, in episode 3, if you go down to fast forward to 2 minutes and 42 seconds.
Yeah, but regardless, like Jedi Mike said, Franklin Richards could end all it. He doesn't need to be on a team. He doesn't.
He is a team.
He's
God with a little G.
He is a team.
I am team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be with the X-Men. He could just be like, you guys don't exist anymore, and then that's it. Exactly. He rewrites everything. Like he did in the comics. Like, I mean, I don't understand why Franklin Richards was even a factor in this battle. That was, to me, the worst part of it. Like, Franklin Richards is
and he broke his argument. Franklin Richards broke his own argument.
Yes, Franklin Richards is 1960s Doctor Strange. You don't bring him up. He's just there, but he's not actively doing anything.
Franklin isn't a mutant according to Professor X. Hey, well, according to, I don't know, man.
What is he?
I just give up, man.
What? Since when?
This is bullshit. This whole what's a mutant, what's not a mutant? I don't know, man. This is bullshit. But yeah, man. I just had to bring this video up because I'm like, this is like one of the weirdest debates I've ever seen. I might do this again.
It's not even a debate. He was saying he wasn't talking to nobody.
He's saying the new comics.
That's terrible. Comics. So basically, okay.
So they retconned him again.
Right. So here's the thing, but here's the problem with that. If they're saying in the new comics that Professor X has decided that Franklin Richards is no longer a mutant, when his father, Reed Richards, the smartest person in all of like existence,
quoted,
said that his son is a mutant. So now Reed Richards is a jackass. He's a dumbass. That's what you're saying. And Professor X is smarter than him now. I'm not gonna what are we talking about?
Just because he's wrong about one thing doesn't mean he's not the smartest man.
Franklin Richards is never wrong. That's the thing.
But wrong about your son. Like that would be like this is my, and this is kind of.
I mean, seriously, he's like the smartest dumb person on earth.
This is my son, and then 10 years later, this is my daughter. I mean, like I don't know, like
that wouldn't make any sense.
No,
I think we too often conflate like having superior intelligence with perfection. And,
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Franklin Richards, he is right. This is the problem.
He's like, okay.
In the comics, Franklin Richards is not wrong.
He controls
there's a collective
Galactus.
of there's a collective of Franklin Richards across universes.
The multiverse.
They have solved all of humanity's problems. They are not wrong.
Playing like with some marbles, his bunch of galaxies and stuff. He can see that. Like he summon Galactus just like that.
Cerebro. Okay, look. Well, guess what? So based on Cerebro backing up mutants so they could be reborn. Well, guess what? Cerebro got a glitch. The shit got a bug. It needs an update. It's on Android 12. It needs to be on 13. It's on the wrong. It's on the wrong system, man. It's wrong. It's wrong. But
I might do reconcile the fact that the best husband in the Marvel universe is an android.
I know, right?
I know, yeah.
Damn. Damn,
I mean,
CC with the
Black
facts.
Panther, he called off his marriage, did he?
Yeah. Let's not talk about that.
Wow, no, that was actually a pretty good point. The best husband is an android. Damn, that hurt my feelings actually. I need to go to bed. I gotta go to bed off of that one.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Okay, this was a good episode. I might find some more little debates for stuff
Appreciate
like this.
Black Jedi's insight.
Yeah, thank you, Jedi, for coming on.
No, we need to talk after in the back end about like stuff in the future, man. But yeah, we're just around the corner.
Definitely, I'll join in on that. But yeah, well, thank you everybody for joining us because we've already hit our hour mark. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Everybody Has Fun. You can follow all of us.
Shout out to Tia Braves gang.
Oh yeah.
Hey, just wake up.
Okay, all right.
Oh, they must be traveling. They must be traveling somewhere.
Now I always have Bray.
Yeah,
that's true. I had a con, so I was like, I was not doing this.
Yeah, I always have.
See, oh damn, the Living Tribunal calls Franklin Mr. Richards. Yeah, and that's below the one above all. So he's right below. If he's calling him Mr. Richards,
yeah,
he knows. But yeah, thank you for joining us for another episode of Everybody Gets One. This was great. Griffin Studios. Hold on, where are you? Dang it, Griffin Studios, right there.
Hey,
yep. Make sure check out for HBC UConn next year. I'm pretty sure HBC's planning something.
Yep.
We'll have a lot of stuff coming up. We'll have pop-up events. You know how we do. So just like us, follow us at HBC UConn on all platforms. Also check out our link tree. We got YouTube, we got Twitch, we got Discord, we got all that. Shout out to everybody. Everybody get one. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man.
Welcome to the Wolf. We got the Wolf Gang in the house.
Wolf Gang.
Jedi Mike, we gotta get you a lightsaber.
The Wolf Pack.
You gotta do that as your outro.
She was a one-man Wolf Pack, and now.
He got the cane.
Oh, okay.
I thought
he was about to
snap! He got the letters. He brought the symbols out.
Yeah, he brought it out. He brought it out.
No, I'm working on that. I'm ordering one, trying to have display up here.
Okay.
On the back end here, but I'm just trying to also work with lighting and stuff. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Yeah, I got all my contraband is upstairs.
And you already know. Follow Everybody Gets One on all platforms, please.
There we go. Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like my D in front of me.
Oh, okay. Right on.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Continue.
Oh, you and my mama Soros. That's what my mama.
Oh, your mama Delta. Tell her I say hey.
Gotta move around.
You cannot have Delta without Sigma.
Listen, I knew that was coming. That's what she said.
Right.
Okay.
But go ahead, Alex.
Oh no, I was just closing this out. I was just saying, thanks for joining us for another episode of Everybody Gets Fun. Make sure to follow all of us and make sure you see that little banner down there and follow us all over the place, baby. Let's go. It's Everybody Gets One. Peace.